Now I'd like to share with you some pictures. This is in an Eastern Orthodox church. It's very obvious. Now, you tell me what seems like a sacred and holy place. And I probably should have added some Buddhist temples, Hindu temples, mosques and stuff, but I just stuck with the spectrum of Christianity. What seems like a sacred, holy place? Um, Here's inside of an Eastern Orthodox church. Here's another one of a different under a different patriarchate, different ethnicity. Uh, there's the outside of one. There's the outside of another. There's the inside of one, although that might be Byzantine because of the crucifix, which is not normal. And I kid you not, here's a mega church. This is actually a church. This is Joel Osteen's church. Doesn't this look like a stadium for a rock concert? Are there any relics or images to venerate? Or is there even a cross? How do they prostrate? Oh, and here's something, and I'm not making this up. They don't recite the Psalms. Um, they don't intone any of the Psalms. Uh, um, remember any of the saints or the martyrs. No joke. And there's nothing liturgical. It's you go in and you worship this man on the telescreen. And you sit there. You don't prostrate. Here's another one. A different one. Again, it's a stadium. Does this look like a church at all? Or even any religious place? Now, again, I mean, I didn't believe this. I was in shock. Look at the telescreens. I just want to praise you, lift my hands, and say I love you. I don't remember reading that in the Psalms. But yeah, and this is what's called, you see these people over here? This is what's called their praise and worship team. There's no intoning of ancient Christian hymns from the first 3 centuries or the Psalms or the Magnificat or anything like that. No, it's modern worship where instead of the hymns and psalms getting ingrained into the people, they have it up here on a monitor so people can read. Again, there's a cross, but then there's no other imagery. And again, does this seem like a holy or sacred place? Another megachurch. I think this is John Hagee's. Nice comfortable seats. Again, a stadium. And this time not a cross. But those are some very comfortable looking seats. And again, this shocks me. You have the guitar player who's on the screen, and this jam band is called a praise and worship section. That's their worship section. Again, no hymns, no psalms, and using guitars and stuff. That's the outside of what a megachurch looks like. Here, many megachurch, the outside stuff. You have vultures right here, which is a good thing. You have this creepy statue of Jesus and the cross coming out. You have whatever that looks like a banquet center. That, again, an office building. Another one that looks like an office building. Another one that looks like an office building. And one that looks like a bank. And again, they call this praise and worship. No vestments. It's a jam band with concert lighting and trying to pry on your emotions. Nothing meditative, nothing contemplative, nothing reflective, no inner stillness, no reflection, just I mean, this is what they call praise and worship. Again, no ancient hymns, no ancient psalms. Here's what it looks like empty. Not even a cross. There's a cross in that one, but then there's some hipsters on a piano, a acoustic guitar, an electric guitar, and a bass guitar with mood lighting and fake plants. Here's a Presbyterian church. You can kind of see the transition from Orthodox to when the Roman Catholics broke away and violated the Seventh Ecumenical Council, to the Reformation, and then to contemporary worship. At least there's a cross there. At least you might think this kind of looks Christian. Again, another one. And here's an assortment of Methodist churches. Many churches look like this one today. That's what many churches look like. Or that. And again, the jam band. It's called Praise and Worship. Brilliant creator, friend of mine. The creator is the friend of yours. He's not a dreadful and terrible, almighty, existing one who could end your life in a millisecond. He's your friend. Yeah, he loves us. Oh yeah, I mean, this is no joke, and it's like a concert, and they act like a concert. Again, many of you are not going to believe this is real. I mean, I have trouble, even though I've seen with my own eyes this stuff like over a decade ago, but this stuff does happen. Now let us return. Now, was there more money spent on those massive auditoriums meant to basically worship the preacher, or on this which will last forever and never be moved, with thin gold leaf over hand-painted icons done for free by the devout people, and it'll be there forever, and it'll be a sanctuary for anybody, and never be repurposed or anything. Those icons are all written, and when a church building is built, it's never supposed to ever move, and they don't, unless they get conquered and turned into mosques. You'll notice mosques look suspiciously like Eastern Orthodox churches. There's a reason for that. Again, I know many of you won't believe this happens, but they do call this kind of stuff praise and worship. I mean, I have a hard time believing this goes on, even though I know that it does.